Hi, my name is Darren Blair and I'm the Head of B2B Payments at ConfirmaPay. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the virtualization in B2B payments and how this virtualization is helping to drive efficiencies for organizations who look to transition away from legacy financial processes. Now, as we look to virtualization in B2B payments, this actually optimizes a transaction for both the buyers and the suppliers. So ultimately creating a win-win in the payment space, where normally the benefits of commercial payments have focused solely on the buyer. If we look at just some of the key benefits that virtualization brings to these businesses, from a buyer perspective, they're able to actually increase their days payable outstanding by leveraging their credit line on their commercial card product. The enhanced data they're able to generate through the virtualization simplifies their reconciliation and gives them access to reporting that enables them to better cash flow forecast for the future. Now, let's not forget about the supplier here. The supplier, by accepting a virtualized payment, are actually able to reduce their days sales outstanding because ultimately they can speed up the payment from their buyer. They're also able to improve buyer relations by accommodating their preferred payment choice, and ultimately may drive additional sales through other organizations who look to use their virtualized payment solution. And this can be done by virtualizing the actual acquiring side of the equation. We talk a lot about the virtualization on the issuing side. Really, it's about bringing the acquiring side into the equation as well, through straight-through processing, which is a seamless process designed specifically to enable accelerated payments to even more suppliers without any manual hassle, while capturing all the benefits that are associated to virtual payment. Those suppliers that take the step in their accounts receivable result in efficient AR settlements, lower cost, faster liquidity, and greater security. The pandemic prevented suppliers in many ways from receiving payments from corporate buyers, especially where checks were involved, as due to lockdowns, these just literally couldn't be obtained from the offices. Those suppliers that are optimizing their AR function by utilizing straight-through processing can ensure that their payments continue to be virtually processed with funds being deposited in their bank account, thus maximizing their cash flow. The best businesses are making payment a core strategic part of what they do. As CFOs task their teams to find the perfect payment. Now, OTAs, for example, have made payments so integrated as an essential part of what they do. It's been the same for brands like Uber and Amazon, right from day one, making payment fundamental while seamless and invisible. Many businesses are seeing how payments should no longer be an afterthought and can actually become revenue generating, if not at least significantly reduce operational costs. The desire to be deeply involved in the payment world is more prevalent than ever. Every business is a payment business now. So how do we as a payments industry provide solutions to the corporates to support this demand? We need to give them the digital posture to support this demand. And this is done through delivery of user-friendly interfaces for easy payment initiation and processing, with additional support for those organizations that want to utilize file-based or API integrations into their ERP, procure-to-pay platforms, or treasury management systems. Giving them the ability to apply controls per invoice to reduce card misuse whilst automating reconciliation and improving their reporting. And finally, giving them the ability to digitally manage their supply chain, which can be completed in days with their merchants actually receiving the funds directly into their bank account, which completely reduces all manual processing. So we've seen, certainly over the recent months and years, a real strong focus on killing the check. In certain markets, the check has never actually even been a payment instrument, and there's definitely a big focus on moving current check payments onto ACH and virtualized cards. As it relates to killing the plastic, what we see here is that virtualization is actually a transformative augmentation of the foundation that has been set by the commercial card network. Now, for the virtualization to really be successful, we need suppliers to participate in this, and they can do this through straight-through processing. This is where buyer-initiated payments are delivered directly into the supplier's bank account without any action being required by the supplier. For the first time ever, this gives on-demand, flexible provision of payment and a level playing field as it relates to the buyer and the supplier. Now more than ever is the time for corporations to transform how they pay and get paid by opting to virtualize their payment flows.